Jared, best special. That's it, Jared.
We're going on. Good night, everybody. Ooh. Good night, everybody. I can tell if it on. Well, forward or back? It's another company light. All right. I'm not comfortable with like this spotlight because my head big. Feel like you're just looking at it and like it have a huge shadow underneath me now. There's a huge shadow. How y'all doing? Good? All right, so I was, my jaw dropped outside. I know I always speak to Brendan Jr. You're the 300 events? Y'all get a chance to rest? Ooh. So let me ask you this question. How we going to up it in 2024 and 2025? How do you think we could up it? What do you think it involves getting to your next level? Well, not only sales. I want to talk about the most important thing in sales. How many people believe that you could up the game and eliminate every other potential event management company in Trinidad and Tobago? Show of hands. I like that half the room responded because that's half is what we need for the other half to get on board. Because it's a theory that I love, which is you gotta get everybody on board the bus. And if everybody do have the same mindset, then some of them had to get left behind. Because we have an objective to do, which is to entertain and make sure that everybody who leaves an event leaves with the mindset saying, holy crap, who's this company again? Because the last event that we had wasn't all that, but these people was different. But it all boils down to your mindset. So for me, just to give you a little background for anybody who doesn't know, I was in sales my entire life. I do sales training now, and I just go with a couple of simple philosophies, which is to have fun and to wear yellow every single day. It's not a brand thing. Like, I mean, Brendan has made the joke where he can't beat money yellow. He can't. He's tried. He cannot. It's not a joke thing. Like, everything is yellow. Like, I'm sorry, everything is yellow. It's like even if inside here gets hot, Look at the phone on the back. Look at the tripod. You know why? I believe what I do every single day. I know for a fact that everything I do creates a massive outcome that I want for my customers. And honestly, if you want to grow the business, you have to look at it to the fact that this is not Brendan's business. This is your business. You want to be a part of this for the rest of the year? Yes. Maybe we live casting this and there was a lapse in the feed. You want to be a part of this for the rest of the year? Right. So you had to get on board with the mindset. You see, the reason why a lot of salespeople fail, and I'm calling you all salespeople, is that you don't believe in the mission. But the thing is, for the mission to go ahead, you need to have that belief. You need to go out there and you actually have to tell yourself, listen, when I go into this event, this is the best event that we're going to do. Mind you, given your schedule, you have 3 events that day, so you said that about the 3 events, but you said it about the 4th one too. Because that's the mindset that you need going on, because here's the thing that I've learned over the years. If you go in with an attitude that's like, a tiring thing, guess what? The people in that event don't care. They need your best. Think about it. If I came here half-assed, you wouldn't care. You're asking yourself, who Brendan bring on stage to give us these next 10 minutes? Because they want to drink. But the reason why I'm stressing on this to y'all is that for companies like y'all are the individuals responsible for growing. It's not Brendan. He's not carrying the company. It's y'all, 100%. Every single person in this room. So if you don't treat the job that you're doing as an opportunity where you're technically interviewing with each person in that event for the next job, then you're missing out on an opportunity to dominate in your market. Because, let me ask you a question. Let me just see if I can point out some people. Miss Red Dress, you had watchwords for the year? Like, everybody start the year with watchwords? Little fluffy words, like, what's your word for the year? Shout it out for me. No, the one in the middle who nod. What's your word for the year? Oh, I love that long word. Let me hear what's your one too. I like that. Attempt. All right, give me yours. What's your word for the year? You have no word? Who have a word? Shout it out for me. Progress. I find them a crappy words. You know what I on right now? Dominate season 2. And here's the fun little description. It have enough for everybody in the market, But I'm going to move so fast and so good, nobody else will get a chance. That's how you all have to think. I don't want you to have 300 events this year. I want you to have 600. Brendan can't make you all do that. You all can make that happen for the organization. But it all starts with if you actually have the mindset and the belief that you can actually get it done. It all boils down to if it is that you reach out to each event and you're not giving it to the best, not just to the whole event, but to everybody who you interact with, that's how you're going to get the result. If you wake up and you're feeling like, oh, trust me, it's going to multiply times 10 and make a day completely worse. Yep. I have a theory in life, right? I really live positively. Not just because of the yellow. It's just that I have a theory that negative compounds way more than positive. But we don't find the positive that we do. And my thing is, I start my day with positivity. I actually have a gratitude journal on everything that I write in every day. Yeah, I take it that serious. All right, let me give you some fun things to do. I need you to eliminate 2 words from your vocabulary this year. You'll have to promise me you're going to eliminate these 2 words. They're very hard to do, but I need you to eliminate it. I need you to eliminate the words try and hope. I don't want you to try and make this a good event. I don't want you to hope that it's a good event. I want you to know that's a good event, and I want you to make it the best event ever. See how different when your language changes how it sounds? When you try, it almost sounds like a stumble. Well, I hope these 10 people come in. I don't want that. I know these 10 people come in. I know this is going to be our best event. I know the rain coming, but we have that handled because that's just part of the game you're going through. But the thing is, if you don't develop that mindset and you start off with the negative, then you find out our end is the worst day ever, right? Yeah, I don't go through that headache because my head big, remember? Headaches is automatic migraine, just upgrade to the first one time. But the reason why I keep stressing this on you all, no matter what you think you might have in terms of a sales skill, it still boils down to having the right mindset, especially when you've reached this level. I want you to visualize this. This is a video game you're playing. If you think this is where you've reached and you beat the final boss and you're going into just being on a plateau and a smooth sailing, wrong. You're going into another level. You'll find things getting a little more difficult. Then you're going to meet some bosses going along your way. But you had to up your game. That's all it's about. Every time you think you've reached your limit, there's more. There's absolutely more. Think about it. If you ordered 300 events, how many events were there in Trinidad this year? Thousands? More than 3,000? That means you only did 10% of the events in the country. You want to do only 10% of the events? Ooh, so how do you think you're going to get 20% of the events this year? How do you think you're going to get 30%? What do you think you need to do when they get into event? Sell. Make sure and tell people, listen, I'm glad you're enjoying it. When somebody give you feedback, tell them I'm glad you're enjoying it. Just remember, we are buzz. We are buzz. You gotta come and reach out to us for every time you're doing an event. Nobody else. And it might sound difficult to do, but it's how you actually get your business. The other thing I'll stress on, Brendan, because you know my thing. What's the one thing I'm going to tell you to grow the business this year? No, not sales. After sales is what? No, after you. What's the last most important thing after wearing yellow? The C word. Consistency is important. Yes, is the other word. What is it that I do every single day? That starts with C. No, content. I still think, given how big this organization is, you could probably create about 50 pieces of content a day. Think about it. Every event that you're into, you could actually create content. If you want to grow the business, Brendan, you actually need to have a person that's solely dedicated to content for each event that you go to, that just mass produces it and put it out there. That's how I grow my business. I just put my information out there. If you want to dominate it, give yourself the opportunity where people come to you to buy and not just to come and say, hey, I want to pick between you and another event person. Create the content and dominate the industry. Because you'll never give anybody a chance to get an opportunity to bid for something. People come to you to buy. Understand the difference? Because here's the thing. Word of mouth is cool, but you can't talk to thousands of people. Content does the job for you. Every day I just put out stuff because all I know is there are lots of people who like the yellow, who like the beard, who like everything that I do, and there's also an equal amount of people who don't. But here's the interesting thing. I've never met the people who I don't like. The content kept them away. You could grow your business by just attracting all your ideal customers by just doubling the amount of content you're doing right now. And this goes for you all individually too as well, not just as an organization. That's how you grow the business. That is just a simple formula. If you have the right mindset, and you understand that everybody you interact with is basically a sales interaction, and you produce as much content as you possibly can, you could have the best year ever. Because at the stage I am right now, I had my best year ever in 2023, and I'm already crossed 50% of my revenue so far for the year in 2024. And I'll give you all this simple analogy because I'm not sure I'm good on time, right? Right, I'll give you all the simple thing. When I first started this in doing my sales training, the first year in business, and this is the 2020, I made 200,000. And I said, oh, that was easy. So I'm just a weird person. I said, oh, I want to double it. That's why I said you need to do 600 events this year. But the first thought I had was, how am I going to double the revenue? And I put all the measurements in place. Guess how much revenue I made the next year in 2021? Make a guess. I wish. That was 2022. Next year I made 371,000 because I set the goal high. Because if I only set for 250,000, I would make the same 200,000. You have to aim and put your figure for the number of events being 600. Because think about it, if you get to 450 or 500, that'd be better if you just think you're going to do 300 events this year. You have to set the bar high. That's why I said the goal is not to be prosperous or tempt or didn't know, it's to dominate. You have no idea how much people want you in their event, but you're not giving them the opportunity to see. You just have to be out there. You have to show your awesomeness. And when you do those things, you start realizing how easy it is. It's really awkward at first, but when it gets into the rhythm, one thing I can tell you, every time I get introduced to a CEO, I just keep telling myself, I'm creating enough content. Because if I have 50% of my revenue now, how I can get to that in January next year? Like just meet the targets in the first month. More information, more content, more work. It's not that difficult to do in this world that you're living in right now. You all have the ability. I'm Brendan the speaker, everybody highly in this room. So I know for a fact, he probably have the target set higher than 600. Because you all know him good, right? Nice. So if there's one thing I'll leave you all with, get the mind right, set the goal high, pick your favorite color to wear. Oh. But good, right? Nice.
Alright, so yes, y'all know that that's we gotta make sure get it right light. Right.
Oh, it have the marker.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to probably start.
So I tell you, he try.
You know I had to give him a token, right? Now I don't know if you drink, but I want to let's show the second. No, show the second one first. I didn't think that he have this now. So I buy him a random. Yeah, you get the cup. That's the cup. That's the bus cup. That's cool. Yellow tail wine.
All right.
And then I didn't think a yellow tail like
I actually do have a yellow torchlight. Believe it or not.
You do have a yellow torchlight. So give him a round of applause for that again.
Yes. Hey, open it up to the